So now we move on to the contemporary theories of motivation. So the first theory is called goal setting theory. So this goal setting theory says that specific goals increase performance and that difficult goals, when accepted, result in higher performance than the easy goals. So basically when we work, when we being given a work as an employee, when we being given a work, so when there is these specific goals given to us, we will tend to have higher motivation, okay, compared to the goals that are very general. For examples, like if you are a sales representative of a company and you are given specific goals, such as by the end of the month you must be able to get 50,000 ringgit Malaysia sales, for example, things like that. So you are given a very specific direction, a very specific goals that you need to achieve. Yeah. So normally such specific goals will produce a higher output than the general goals. Okay. So these specific goals give like an internal, internal motivation to you. It it is also called an internal stimulus to you to perform better. Okay. So when we talk about goal setting theory, there is this term called self-efficacy. Self-efficacy is basically an individual's belief that he or she is capable of performing a task, or in other words, how confident that the people, okay, that you are given a task and that you are given a specific goals in achieving, in performing the task to achieve those goals. So under this goal setting theory also, we need to understand how does job design influence motivation. Okay, so when we go to an organization, we know that a lot of, thousands of tasks need to be done by employees. Okay, so as a manager, you must be able to, to make sure that the tasks are grouped together to its categories, okay, and then assigned to the specific individuals that are capable of doing it. So in this sense, it is referred to job design. Okay, so this job design refers to the way tasks are combined to form a complete job. Okay, so the jobs then people perform in organization should be strategically, categorized and designed so that people, the employees in the organization, would understand every task of the job. Okay, so under this goal setting theory also, we can actually understand the job characteristics model. Okay, job characteristic model, or JCM. This is introduced by John Richard Hackman and Greg R. Oldham. Okay, so any job can be described in terms of the following 5 core job dimensions. Yeah, the 5 core job dimensions. The first one is skill variety. It means that it is the degree to which the job requires a variety of activities, so the worker can use a number of different skills and talents. Yeah, it is like a variety, means various, many. Okay, many skills are required to perform certain tasks or certain jobs. Okay, so as a manager, when we talk about skill varieties, so they have to design several activities in order to perform the job, so that the employees would actually apply their skills and talents to perform the jobs. The second one is task identity. Okay, task identity is actually the degree to which the jobs requires completion of a whole and identifiable piece of work. Okay. The third dimension in job characteristics model is task significance. Okay, it is basically the degree to which the job affects the lives or work, which is reinforcement theory. Okay, so reinforcement theory is the theory that behavior is a function of its consequences. Okay, so basically it says that behavior is a function of the consequences. The word reinforces, okay, means the consequences immediately following a behavior which increase the probability that behavior will be. So reinforcement theory ignores factors such as goals, expectations, and needs. Instead, it focuses solely on what happens to a person when he or she does something. Okay, so move on to the equity theory. So equity theory tells that an employee compares his or her job's input-outcome ratio with that of relevant others and then corrects any inequity. Okay, so in other words, okay, equity theory tells that employees are making comparisons about maybe their salary, about their rewards, about their, any incentives that they receive from the companies with other employees in that organizations. So if they feel that there is this inequity, okay, inequity means not an equal not an equal amount that they receive in terms of salary or rewards or incentive, they will try to correct it. They will try to they will try to inform the organizations about it. Okay, so there are three important terms in this equity theory that are reference, means the persons, systems, or selves against which individuals compare themselves to assess equity. Okay. Next is distributive justice. Is basically how the feeling of how fair, how fair of the salary or rewards that they receive in comparison to the others. The feeling of they have been being injustice or fairness by the organizations. And the third one is procedural justice, is the perceived fairness of the process used to determine the distribution of rewards. Okay, so basically these two terms are interrelated with each other, but the procedural justice is basically how they feel, how fairness they feel of the process that is used by the organization to determine the rewards, the allocation of rewards to all employees in the organizations. Okay, so under okay, the next one or the last one of the contemporary theory is expectancy theory. This expectancy theory says that an individual tends to act in a certain way based on the expectation that the act will be followed by a given outcome and on the attractiveness of that outcome to the individual. Okay, so imagine that you are a self-representative of whatever products. We are talking about sales. So when you expect that the outcome or the attractiveness of the reward, attractiveness of the reward that you will receive, for example a BMW car, for example, so you will tend to put more effort. You will tend to, to work hard to achieve those outcomes that have been, that you have imagined before. So it basically says that the individual would actually give effort or put effort, okay, for certain tasks or certain job based on the expectation that she or he will receive that rewards or that outcomes from the company. So basically there are three, we call it three variables of relationships. The first one, expectancy, means the effort and the performance linkage. It is the perceived probability that an individual's effort will result in a certain level of performance. So the next one is instrumentality, is the perception that a particular level of performance will result in attaining a desired outcome. Okay, and the third one is the valence, means the attractiveness or importance of the performance reward to the individual. You see, there are these three, we call it as three expectancy relationships. The first one, expectancy, it means that when you put certain effort on certain tasks, so the performance will increase. That is expectancy. You believe that when you put so much effort, then you will achieve certain level of performance. That is expectancy. And instrumentality means you believe that the performance that you have achieved would consequently give you or would consequently attain the desired outcomes that you want or the reward that you want. And the valence means the attractiveness or the importance of the performance reward to you. To you. So as I told you an example before, you see that you are so much longing for BMW car. So this reward is so attractive to you. So definitely you will put so much effort to make sure that you achieve the performance level that are in need, okay, by the organization, that have been set up by the organization. And then you believe that from that performance that you have shown, you will definitely achieve the reward, the attractive reward. Okay, so in this slide it shows how these all contemporary theories would actually integrated with each other.